Hi, Linda Bowen here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today is a fun surprise gatefold, and I am surprising you with a lot of sneak peek items for the upcoming Sale-a-Bration that you can earn free. So the three products that I'm going to show you are all products that you can get free with a $50 qualifying order starting on January 5th. So the first one is the Oh So Ombre Designer Series paper. Isn't this just luscious? It has, excuse me, two colors on this side and then two different colors on the other side. So very pretty paper. The other thing I'm going to show you are two stamp sets. This is Heal Your Heart. It's got some beautiful sayings to it. I love the thank you, but it has wishing I could heal your heart. We're in this together. Some nice comforting thoughts. And the other stamp set is a touch of ink. And I just love the butterfly and the hummingbird in this set. So again, we are going to create a surprise gatefold. So I'm going to bring in my papers. I also have the stitched shapes. We're going to use the ovals, and then I've got the layering ovals dies. We are first going to take this scrap piece of Whisper White. We are going to grab our stamp sets. We're using the Granny Apple Green, and so I'm going to take that thank you and I'm going to stamp it right about so. And then I am going to take this greeting. It says, "Your kindness is so loved," and we're going to stamp it up here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my adorable little Stamp and Cut and Emboss. I love that I can just have it right at the top of my stamping table. Oop, and I see this paper is just a little bit wider than I need, so I'm just going to grab some scissors and trim it down a bit. This Stamp and Cut trimmer does not cut or emboss the big folders because it is smaller, but it's just so compact to have it setting on your table and just be able to grab. Before I had to get up and move. Oops, still didn't trim that down enough. I had to move about to get to my big cutter. Now I can just have it right on my table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that thank you and this greeting. Now, one thing I am finding that I want to make sure that my sandwich is nice and even. So when I run it through my machine, it'll go right through. Would have been better if I would have put those ovals so that the long skinny was going through first, just taking a little more to cut when it's through the wide. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to run that through. There we go. I'm really slipping. I need to get a slippery mat for my cutter. If I would have run them through this way, which was the correct way, they would have run through smoother. But because I did it on the solid, just took a little more oomph to get them through, but they pop off so easy. Again, these are from the Stitched Shape dies. Next, what I'm going to do is put my flat form back in, and this time I'm going to run it through the correct way with the large layering oval. So we're going to put that in and run that through. Again, I'm on this slippery piece of paper, so I'm turning a little bit back and forth. I need to get that on a mat. Then simply going to pop it up and set it up at the top of my table. So we've got our pieces cut. Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to grab another scrap piece of paper, and I am going to use the Hummingbird from the Touch of Ink. This is a distinctive stamp set, meaning that you're going to get highlight colors on it. I am going to bring my Granny Apple Green Stampin' Write marker, and I'm going to color that hummingbird in. There is butterflies in this set, and I have been using the butterflies, but this time it's the hummingbird. Now I'm going to grab my Poppy Parade marker. I've got my paper piercing mat there. I'm going to go ahead and stamp that down. And you will see how the distinctive ink gives some shading, which is wonderful for this project. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our Memento ink and that hummingbird outline and line it up. And if it's a little bit off, it will not matter. It's just very forgiving stamp set. So we've got that. Isn't that hummingbird just beautiful? We've got that. I have already taken and cut out another hummingbird so that we could put our card together. Going to grab my Granny Apple Green cardstock. This measures 5.5 by 8.5, and we are going to score it at the 2 1/8. Now I like to take and just score the one side. Again, this is a surprise gatefold. I think gatefolds are probably my favorite creative fold. And then I just like to take the other side and just tuck it over. That way, if I'm off a hair, it won't matter. I'm going to bring 2 pieces of that Oh So Ombre Designer Series paper. This measures 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to place that on my 2 flaps. The one right there. And then the other piece. Next, what I have is a piece of Whisper White. This measures 4 inches by 5 1/4. We're going to add some adhesive to that. That is going to go into the inside of my card, like so. We're going to go back to that oval. We're going to add some dimensionals to the thank you. And some adhesive at the top. You want to make sure that you don't put too much adhesive because you don't want it to keep your card from opening. So we've got that. Next, what I need is a piece of 2 inch. I believe this is, no it's not. So let's go ahead and let's use this one. I believe that one's 2 inches. Yes, 2 inches. What I'm going to do is I am going to score at a 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to cut it at 1 inch. I like to do it this way because what I need is that 1 inch by 2 inch, and it's just hard to actually get a nice score when you're only scoring 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch on a small piece of paper. So this is going to add for our surprise. So I've got this little folded piece. Going to grab some dimensionals. Now I could use my multi-purpose glue. Probably could even use my Stampin' Seal Plus, but I'm just going to use glue dots. And what we're going to do is we're going to take that fold and we're going to put the fold on the edge of our gatefold. So right about there. We want it to be hidden underneath our top flap. We're going to grab that small oval. I'm going to put that right about there. I think that'll cover up. Yes, very good. Now we're going to take that hummingbird, going to grab some glue dots and put that hummingbird right at the top. Again, you want to make sure that you watch and not get too much adhesive. So there you have a fun surprise opening gatefold. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.